I want to start with the San Antonio Spurs because they've just been really, really awful. And then they win some of these games, right? They started out the season so competitive. Then their tank improved. And then they beat the Denver Nuggets the other night. They lost. They had a massive losing streak for months, but they somehow have figured out a way to just be more competitive in these games toward the end. So I want to ask you guys, is this just tanking to perfection, or have they actually been developing these players all season and we're kind of seeing the fruits of some of that labor?
I think they since they've been out of the spotlight, you forget they've kind of gone through some stuff this year. They've had a fair bit of injuries to some of their more important players. The Josh Primo situation early in the year, I think I had to take some wins out of the sail just because that's such a just so weird. From a team side, obviously, like assuming the allegations terrible situation, but just from a guy was in the next locker and now he's gone. What happened? Um, and so I actually talked to some people with the Spurs, like at Sloan, and they were, about the morale around the team, and like the silver lining was that um, they weren't having to try to tank because they were having these guys out all the time, like Devin Vassell missing time and things like that. So they sort of we're playing the young guys because everyone else was hurt, essentially. So maybe not as much by design as just sort of by happenstance. And now maybe
It's
they're getting a little healthier and it
it's
looks
funny
a little
when
better.
Devin Vassell's the old guy.
Right.
When they're playing the young guys and because Devin Vassell's hurt. No, the thing about them, and we should say before the game Friday, they're 4-4 in their last 8. Like that's actually probably been their best stretch in 2023 with how they've been playing with everything. And I think the truth about this team when they're fully healthy is they're a team that they're just a star away from being a really fun young team. They are a Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson type of team where you start going like this can be a very exciting squad. They have all the pieces. They just need that drink stir and things like that. I think Jeremy Sohan's a good piece for them. I think his willingness to shoot free throws one-handed and everything, I think goes a long way. Just his development and stuff. I like what they have. I think here's the thing, Dave, as I ramble on, just it's so important right now for all these young teams. Every team we're going to talk about, how you end this season. I don't give a shit about the tanking aspect of it and whatnot at this point. How you end this season kind of sets up next season and your approach to a degree, obviously, unless you're going to make massive moves. I think this is an important time for all these teams and organizations as they look forward to next year and what type of team it is. It's culture building time for them.